Hello, my name is Austin Osmanski, and I'm a graduate student at Angelo State University in San Angelo, Texas. Today we're going to be testing a myth that skunks cannot spray you if you hold them up by the tail. So in order to test this myth, we absolutely have to catch us a skunk. So I'm going to be using tomahawk live traps this afternoon. These are great for catching small to medium-sized mammals. And the way they work is, let me brace up real fast. Okay, the way these work is, we have a little latch here. And the skunk will actually come in. We're going to set a cat food bait in the back. They love cat food. And they're going to crawl on in. When they get to the cat food, they're going to press on this pressure plate. And the door closes like that. That's a skunk. Okay, here's our first tomahawk trap set of the day. So we have this nice, delicious cat food we're going to set in the back of the tomahawk trap, being careful not to trap ourselves up. Too late. And once we have this set up, good. Tomorrow morning, hopefully we'll have some luck, have a few skunks in our traps. We're going to be setting up 2 dozen over the ranch this afternoon. And so that's 1. We have another 23 to go. So here's number 2, 3, 4. It's going to be a long day. So one of the common misconceptions around skunks is that their spray is actually urine. This is in fact not true. Their spray is actually glandular, and when a skunk feels threatened, it'll contract muscles around this gland and secrete it out of its anal region. More of a big squirt in a spray all at one time. So the theory behind this myth is that when you hold the skunk up, it puts pressure on those muscles, and the skunk isn't able to spray if you can't contract those muscles. So we set up our tomahawk traps this afternoon, and this evening we're going to go better our chances of catching these carnivores by doing a little road spotlighting. So the reason you're seeing the blue lights reflected off of the eyes of the white-tailed deer back there is because they have a small membrane in the back of their eyeball called the tapetum lucidum, and it reflects the light coming from our spotlights here. Stop for a second. He goes. We have some excellent habitat in here for these skunks, and I can't believe we haven't seen one yet, but give us a few more minutes. I think we're going to get lucky. Okay, so we didn't find any skunks this evening, and it's getting late, and I doubt we're going to find any in the middle of the night. These are crepuscular organisms, and you're going to find them mostly around dawn and dusk hours of the day. So what we're going to do is going to go back, check our tomahawk traps tomorrow morning, see if we had any luck. Okay, so we're out here this morning, checking a few of our traps, and I think we have something. Okay, we stumbled upon a possum in our trap this morning. Now, this guy, one of his defense mechanisms is to act like he's asleep. Now, unlike a skunk that sprays everywhere, this guy is much more passive in his defense mechanism. He's acting like he's asleep, and that's actually where the term acting like a possum comes from. So, oh, he's starting to wake up now. He realizes that defense mechanism is not going to work a whole lot longer. You have to be very careful with these organisms. These can be oftentimes vicious. So this is absolutely a beautiful organism, but it's definitely not a skunk. So we have no reason to keep him for this myth. All right, so let's let him go. Here you go, buddy. Come on. He's camera shy, I'm sorry. Come on. There you go. All right, now off to go find a skunk. Personally, I believe that the skunk is definitely going to be able to spray whenever you pick it up by the tail. I don't think the idea of pressure being exerted on the muscles of the glands and all that mess, nah, I don't think so. It's not going to work. So we're starting to run out of daylight. We still haven't found any skunks, and we don't have that many traps left to go check. So hopefully this will work out for us. Texas is biologically significant for many different organisms, but especially the skunk. So there's 5 different species of skunk found in the United States, and they all occur within the state of Texas. You have the striped skunk, the eastern and western spotted skunks, the hooded skunk, and the hognose skunk. To test this myth, it is especially important to be able to isolate when the skunk actually sprays. I only want him to spray me when I hold him by the tail, so we're going to have to creep up on the cage and make sure that he's not threatened in any way too badly where he starts spraying. So we're going to creep up with this skunk blanket and we're going to come over. We're going to say very small, and if this cactus is the skunk, we're going to come and just ease this over the tomahawk trap, and then hopefully that won't startle him too bad. And we'll pick up the trap, and then we'll come over here to this container, and I've cut this hole out of this container, and the method I'm going to use this afternoon is putting the tomahawk trap here. I'm going to open the door, the trap door, and hopefully the skunk will move into the container. Now the lid will be popped off just slightly, and then take my handy dandy glove and we'll slide off the top, reach in, grab the skunk by the tail, and see what happens.
Even at this distance, the skunk is easily threatened by my presence, and the closer I get, the more agitated the skunk becomes. I'm not going to be able to reach the tomahawk trap from my current position, so I have to improvise. Scientific fieldwork requires that you be adaptable and resourceful in many different situations. This stick here should do the trick. As you'll see, if I get too close, the skunk will alert, and I have to wait for him to calm back down again before I can continue any closer.
Skunks have other types of defense mechanisms too, other than spraying. Watch him stomp his front feet on the ground. That's a clear indication that I'm getting way too close and I need to back up. Now he definitely has a predisposition towards my cameraman Robbie. As you can see, he's got him lined up directly in the money shot. Watch out, Robbie. Okay, both sticks are on the trap. I can move a little closer now since the blanket is blocking me from his field of vision. Phew, that was an exhilarating 15 minutes.
We've worked too hard now to get to this point, so we've got to be careful getting the skunk over to the container.
Now this guy that I just captured just a second ago, he is most definitely a Methodist, or in other words, a striped skunk. Okay, so we're nearly to the grand finale of our myth. We need to transfer the skunk that's in this tomahawk cage into this Tupperware bucket. All right, hopefully we can do this safely. That's gonna be just fine. All we have to do is wait. Okay, so we just moved into the box. We're gonna slide this in. Okay. Now, take the tomahawk trap and barricade the entrance. Quite the way I'd planned it, but this will work. We have our skunk in the bucket. Now, as you can see, he's in the back corner. And here we go. Let's test our myth. Okay, I don't know if you're able to tell or not, but wow, he sprayed. Definitely good, gracious alive. There's nothing, oh, and it stings the eyes too, Lord. So the only thing that this smells remotely like is burning plastic grocery sacks. Oh, this is terrible. Okay, so myth busted. Skunks can spray when you hold them by the tail. Good night. Go on, little buddy. You're good. No, go away. You win. You win. I don't know if you're able to tell or not, but wow, he sprayed.
I don't know if you're able to tell or not, but wow, he sprayed.